Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're going to tackle something I know a lot of us struggle with, and we're going to learn how to become genuinely hyper-productive in just 8 minutes using Microsoft To Do. If you've been feeling totally overwhelmed by scattered notes, forgotten emails, and just endless checklists spread out across a half dozen different apps, you're absolutely in the right place. We're going to take that chaotic task management and transform it into a streamlined, automated system. Just give me about 8 minutes of your focus, and I'll show you exactly how to rebuild your daily workflow from the ground up so you can finally take your time back.
So here's a pretty wild reality check to kick things off. Most people use this app like a basic digital sticky note, right? They open it up, type in a few quick tasks, tick them off, and call it a day. But by doing that, they're actually missing out on a massive 80% of the power it has to offer. I mean, I absolutely love this statistic because it just highlights how much untapped potential is sitting right there on your desktop, completely unused because most folks assume it's just another basic checklist app.
To unlock that 80%, we really need a fundamental mindset shift. We have to stop treating this like a messy digital notepad where everything is totally manual and you're just endlessly scrolling to find what you need. Instead, we're going to treat it as a fully integrated daily command center. This shouldn't be a junk drawer for random thoughts. Think of it as a highly automated hub that seamlessly connects to your emails, your team's messages, and your project notes. Ultimately, it should be doing the heavy lifting for you, letting you focus on actually executing, not just organizing.
All right, so let's dive right into Pillar 1, building a simple foundation. We've got to look at how to avoid the absolute biggest trap that derails people on day one.
You see, just opening the app and dumping every single thought into one giant list, that's the trap. It might feel productive in the moment, but by day 3, you've just built a chaotic wall of text. Imagine your quick reminder to buy milk getting completely buried under a massive 12-step client deliverable. No way. To fix this, create clear boundaries. Build separate lists for work, personal, and specific projects. Then group related lists together, like throwing all your client stuff into a client group. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Add emojis right into your list titles. Our brains process visuals way faster than text, so you can spot what you need instantly. Finally, use tags. If you type a hashtag like #learn, it becomes instantly clickable and filters your entire app to show only things you want to learn, pulling from every list you have.
Once you've got those structural boundaries up, remember this golden rule: context is king. We have got to stop creating what productivity nerds call naked tasks. Typing in buy groceries or finish report and hitting enter just creates overwhelming noise. Without deadlines or priorities attached, finish report is probably the most useless reminder you could leave for your future self. The app simply can't help you figure out what matters right now versus what can wait until Friday if you don't give it any clues.
To fix this, just click the task to open the detail pane and start adding that context. Throw in a due date. Set a highly specific time reminder to keep you on track after lunch. You can even set up custom recurring schedules. Like, if you have an HR report due every 10 days, set it to repeat every 10 days and literally let the system remember it for you forever. Mark your actual real priorities with a star icon and break those massive, scary tasks down by adding sub-steps right inside the main task card. The minute you add this context, the app transforms from a notepad into a virtual assistant.
And all of that rich context leads us perfectly into Pillar 2, the magic of smart lists. Because if you're manually making custom lists for urgent or today, you're working way too hard.
Microsoft To Do has these incredible built-in smart lists that automatically gather and organize your tasks based on the exact context we just talked about. The important list pulls in anything you start. The planned list grabs every single task with a due date and organizes them into a neat timeline. Assigned to Me pulls in tasks delegated to you from other Microsoft apps. And Flagged Email, that instantly turns your flagged Outlook messages into actionable tasks. You don't update these manually. They just silently work in the background, adapting to your natural workflow.
Which brilliantly illustrates the philosophy behind the most important smart list of the whole bunch, My Day. My Day is a total psychological game changer. Think about the dread of opening a normal to-do list on a Monday morning, seeing 30 overdue items glaring at you. It's paralyzing, right? Well, My Day refreshes completely blank. Every single morning, you get a fresh, clean slate, protecting you from that immediate burnout. You just review the intelligent suggestions the app gives you based on your deadlines, and you cherry-pick only what you realistically plan to tackle that specific day.
Finally, we hit Pillar 3, your ultimate command center. Because To Do is not meant to be a standalone app. It acts like a giant sponge for your entire Microsoft 365 ecosystem.
People always ask how this fits with something robust like Microsoft Planner. Think of it like this. Planner is formal. It's for team collaboration and huge projects. To-Do is informal. It's your personal single pane of glass. The beauty here is that To-Do automatically pulls your formal team responsibilities out of Planner and sits them right next to your personal errands. You only ever have to check one single place to know exactly what your day looks like.
This seamless flow is literally the secret to being hyper-productive. If your boss assigns you something in Planner, boom, it's in To-Do. If a coworker tags you in a Microsoft Loop component, it funnels directly in. You can even be taking notes in OneNote, highlight a line, click the Outlook task icon, and it instantly becomes a linked task in To-Do with a hyperlink right back to your notes. And the best part? When you finally check these off in To-Do, that completed status syncs backward to Planner, Loop, or Outlook. You're updating your team without ever leaving your own personal list.
Now, here's a really crucial trick regarding Outlook. You need to know the difference between flagging an email and dragging an email. Flagging an email just syncs it over to your flagged emails smart list, but it stays permanently tied to the original message in your inbox. But if you drag an email directly onto the tasks icon in Outlook, it creates a totally independent task, you can fully customize it, and most importantly, it survives even if you go back and delete the original email. If you're chasing that inbox zero dream, this is exactly how you do it. All right, now that you've seen the full power of this command center, I have one huge warning for you. I see this happen all the time. People get super pumped, they dive in, and they create 20 custom lists, a dozen groups, and this insanely complex tagging system on day one. And by Thursday, they abandon the whole thing. Do not overcomplicate this. If your system requires too much maintenance, it will fail. You have to start small and just build it gradually based on what actually helps you get through the day. To keep it beautifully simple, just establish a sustainable daily rhythm. Step 1. Open the app in the morning with your coffee and glance at your planned list to see what's coming up. Step 2. Curate your fresh, blank My Day list by picking only the top priorities you can actually handle today. And Step 3. Execute on that list and try to clear it out by the time you log off. It really is that straightforward, keeping your brain focused on action, not organizing.
Well, your 8 minutes are officially up. You now know exactly how to stop using this app like a scattered digital sticky note and start using it as an automated engine for your productivity. So I'll leave you with this one thought. What is the very first task you are going to drop into your brand new command center today? Get in there, build that simple foundation, and start taking absolute control of your time. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy organizing.